What is happening, guys? Martin is back again. Some of you guys commented to say you couldn't see the screen, so I'm just recording the screen now so you can see it. So guys, I touched base today in Zara. Wanted to check out these fragrances for you and just let you know my thoughts. I don't know what to say, guys. It just reminds me of an Arsenal game. For those that were following Arsene Wenger back in the day. For those who don't know about soccer, but actually football in the UK. And ultimately, guys, it was a case of saying that we always have a young team. This is a young team. They will be ready. Just give them time. Just give them time. And in the end, guys, a lot of the times it just came to nothing at all. So, guys, I'm just going to give you a quick overview. Again, these are my initial first impressions. So, just going to start with the fresh sandalwood. Just clicking onto that. So, fresh sandalwood, guys, you can see the note breakdown there saying that this has notes of bergamot, sandalwood, musk, and musk is a long-lasting, elegant, and masculine fragrance. Now, guys, I don't deny that this is a masculine fragrance. I don't deny that it has bergamot and sandalwood, and you do get quite a blast of sandalwood in the opening. But the problem with these fragrances, guys, is that the opening is ultimately all that is going to be there for you. This realistically, to me, guys, I mean, I left the shop after probably say about 15-20 minutes and I couldn't smell it on my hand really after leaving the shop. To be honest, guys, this is a skin scent, and the only way I could really describe this, guys, for me, is a scent of sandalwood, yes, but it's still very soapy. Now, when I say soapy, I don't mean necessarily in a bad soapy way. It does smell fresh. You do get that sandalwood scent, so you get that woodiness, that type of maybe it's coming from the musk, but it's like a dusty sandalwood, if I could describe it that way. It's not a heavy one. It's not something that's offensive. It's just very light. It's very pleasant. But at the end of the day, guys, unfortunately, it was a skin scent for me. And even though, guys, many times I look at fragrances and think maybe I should purchase it just to go through it with you guys, it's to a point now where I've got so many of these fragrances. I just decided again that it did not justify the purchase for me. And that was the real shame for this one, guys. The bottle is there. The appearance is there. It looks like it could be something. It's fresh. And it does say it's fresh. You know, fresh sandalwood is something to maybe look forward to, but unfortunately for me, guys, it just was not giving me any type of incentive to buy it, and that is really all I can say about that fragrance. It is literally going to be a skin scent again within probably about 10 minutes. I was struggling to smell it from my own wrist, let alone from the bottle itself. I put it to my nose, just a bottle, and couldn't really smell it again after trying it a few times. So that is a bit of a disappointment on that one. So that's just that one, guys. Just going back now, I'm just going to touch on the Sublime Cedar. Now, this one, guys, note breakdown for this one is saying it's got pink pepper, cedar, and black amber. Now, for me, guys, and again, I've just made a note. Just going to have a look at this again from my notes. But ultimately, this one was probably a bit more defined, bit more complex from what I could smell. Spicy, it was warm, but and then again you do get a cedar note, so that woody sort of smell is there. Between the two, guys, if you were to purchase one, I would recommend this one. This one to me, it did actually smell quite pleasant, and I think what's a shame for this fragrance is actually I think it would be a really good fragrance, but for the fact that it doesn't have any longevity. It says eau de parfum, but at the end of the day, guys, for me, it needs to be eau de toilette and give that projection. It's a real shame because for me, in all honesty, this one actually has what it takes to be actually quite a decent fragrance. It's just lacking performance. I mean, even the note breakdown, it doesn't need to be complex for a fragrance to be successful, in my opinion. It just needs to give you, or give me at least, some basic necessities, that being effectively not a skin scent. And I'm not really sure what the purposes are of skin scents anymore. But again, this is just another example of Zara putting out a product, and I do believe probably what's happening, guys, is that these products are more for like the flash and bang effect, in that you see it, you smell it literally within a few seconds, you think, oh, that smells nice, you purchase it, you go home, and that's it, the bang is done, and you think to yourself, well, what's happened there? I can't smell it. You could drape this over your clothes, guys. You could spray it over your clothes, wherever you get maybe a bit more longevity because it's on clothes and not on skin. I don't know. These are only literally my first impressions, but unfortunately, guys, that just was not justifiable for me to purchase and spend, as you can see in the UK, guys, £19.99. So ultimately for me it was just another letdown. Both of them are skin scents. If you're really desperate to get a fragrance here, guys, I would recommend you probably go with Sublime Cedar. It does smell nice out of the two, and there was, again, because of that spicy note that's in there, it did linger slightly longer, but not enough for me to justify purchasing on this occasion, guys. So that's really my thoughts on those two. I did actually still make a purchase from something I have previously, and I'm just going to scroll down to that one now, and I will do a review on that one. Summer collection for £12.99 in the UK, guys. I've purchased that one previously and I actually purchased it today, and I'll do a separate review on that one, reason being because I have something to show you in respect of that particular fragrance. Besides that, guys, some of you have asked me to look at High and Low Country. Again, I didn't feel it was justifiable because even though I didn't, you may see in a previous video, I actually purchased High and Low Country, I just didn't see the point in buying this one. A summer edition to me just means effectively that it's just going to be slightly more of a watered down version, and maybe not as concentrated, slightly more aquatic. And when I smelt it, guys, that's what I got from it. The opening is nice, but again, that flash and bang effect, there's nothing probably after about 10-15 minutes. And when I was trying that fragrance, guys, the lady who was with me at the time, I said to her, what do you think of this? And she said, this is just a run-of-the-mill fragrance, there's nothing different from it. So ultimately, guys, that is my review on that one. It is a shame that these fragrances aren't living up to more than what they're capable of. Zara's done so much in respect of fragrances, in my opinion, especially for the high street. It is changing it, but the real question I'd say, guys, is what is the objective? Everybody knows the bad boy there, but what is the objective of this, guys? I know obviously it's a case of maybe you smell it, you purchase it, you go home in addition to buying your clothes, which is understandable. But just looking through these fragrances now, guys, I mean, there's only one or two that really stand out for me now, that I would actually pay the attention to you know, review. So if you'd like me to review any of these guys that I probably already got in my collection, just let me know if I've not done it already, and I will come back to you shortly with a new review, and again, the most recent Zara purchase I have in my collection. So thank you very much, guys. Martin Martinez. See you guys soon. Thank you for the comments, likes, and subscriptions. Thank you very much also for those that have commented about my review of Creed's Aventus cologne. Thank you very much for the correction. It is not a cologne. I was originally right. It is an EDP. I think this is what's also part of learning as well for me, guys, when I do these videos, to not necessarily rise to debate with some of you guys who want to mess around and put in some daft comments in the section of the comment section. But nonetheless, guys, thank you very much, Martin Martinez. See you guys soon. Peace.